What's up, Paddle and Fin family? Welcome back to the show live at ICAST 2023. We had a little break. We had some great guests. Hope you caught those shows. If you haven't, make sure you come back to the shows when we post them. They should be posted in the morning. But you can go back and watch them on the YouTube and Facebook, I think already. Podcast platform, you won't catch it until tomorrow. But so we're just we got a break, so we're doing some mindless chatter with the Paddle and Fin hosts. With me, if you watch the Reel Down, I got Garrett Johnson with me and Randy Newton. He's doing the Crossover Outdoors podcast. It's coming soon. So one of you has got 10 years of iCast experience, and one of you, this is your first iCast experience. Oh my God, it's John Rapp. It's Santa.
It's official.
So we'll start with Garrett. What's your initial thoughts?
It's a little overwhelming to me. Like, I feel overstimulated. There's just so much stuff going on that I want to go see everything and talk to everyone. So I'm trying to figure out how to manage my time here while I'm here.
Yeah,
It's like a squirrel. It's like,
yeah, no.
Look at that.
You can't manage your time that well here. It's you either have it scheduled before you get here, or you just wing it.
I try to go to the bathroom and I get detoured like 10 or 12 times to get stuff.
So, Randy, what about you? You've been here a bunch. How you feeling?
honestly, this year's ICAST is it's a lot better. There's a lot of international companies here. There's a lot of excitement and buzz. But today is a ton of networking. I went down one of the aisles, stood still for like 25 minutes, and ran into like 25 people that was just like, "Hey, Randy, how you doing? It's great to see you again." And that's what the industry's kind of like about. That's what we want the industry to be like. And so to see a lot of those individuals, it's been good. I haven't even gone down one aisle yet. Like, it's because you keep getting stopped after a while.
Yeah.
And you're just like, all right, I want to keep moving, but you also want to be rude. You want to talk to everybody.
Exactly. I'm trying. Let's see what I'm trying to think about my experience last year, and that way I can ask Garrett some like noob questions to it. So it's overwhelming. It's massive, and it's way bigger this year.
Yeah,
It's insane. I think there's 620 or 630 exhibitors, and something I noticed a lot this year. I don't see a lot of the BS as much this year. So the BS stuff.
Yeah.
You had a lot of like the roof and tile guy. Not a lot, but there was just some random stuff thrown in, and I hate that.
Yeah.
serious
But
fishing.
yeah, like
focused
everything
Yeah.
is fishing related for the most part, and I don't know. I enjoy to see it. There's some crazy cool stuff coming out, but here's a question: what's it like for you being shoulder to shoulder with people that you've watched fish and looked up to forever?
I mean, it's a cool experience just to like say that I get to hang out with them for the weekend. It's not like I'm fanboying with them a little bit, but I try to treat them like I'm equals, I guess. But no, in the back of my mind, I'm like, this guy's a hammer.
Yeah, Garrett said it best just a second ago. He said, "There's no shortage of talent in this room," and I said, "Well, there is behind this table." But-
we bring the room down a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
just a little bit. We
Dropping the
we give it
averages.
that little bit of level that it needs.
Yeah.
But so Randy, since you haven't really got to get out and check it out yet, is there any? I know you've got some meetings and stuff set up for later, but is there anything you're looking forward to checking out or seeing?
I want to head over and check out the native kayak, and I want to actually take a look at
It's sick.
at the Old Town. I want to see that little pedal drive system. I know it looks a little interesting. It's a neat concept. I know Philfree came out with that a couple years ago, but I want to see how it's kind of like been redefined and a little bit looked at. So
And this one, something that's the difference is it's assisted.
what's that?
It's assisted pedaling.
Yeah.
So it's like the electric motor mountain
Yeah, like
bikes
mountain
and stuff
bikes.
like that. It's because we went and looked at it, and actually I read the details on it, and it's manual pedal. You can switch to assisted pedal or what they're calling cruise control.
Yeah.
It's 20 amp hour battery system that comes with it. I think MSRP is like $5,800, which is a big price. But like when you spend that on the Hobie and you don't get anything electronic on that thing at all, no motor, nothing.
Yeah.
The native though,
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed with the layout and the level of attention they paid to how to rig a boat how to make it easy to rig a boat on that new Titan.
And
and it looks to be like it's going to, almost rival. I mean, the Titan was a great boat.
absolutely,
It was just massively heavy, so I'm a little leery on the heavy side.
Yeah.
And I want to see what that weight is in the overall.
And yeah, when the production comes out, so big shout out to Ramel Labrador, the West Coast wizard, man. He makes some of the sickest kayaks. If you watch Greg Blanchard videos, he rigs and builds all of Greg's boats. So like he's a design nut. Recently with New Canoe, that's where I got to finally meet him, and we hung out here last year. And he's a cool guy. And then he actually left the team like the day before I did. And I didn't know. I thought he left and was strictly working with Newport again, but he went back and he has a lot of design touch in this boat.
Awesome.
A lot. And so like the rigging details that you're talking about, the wiring, the ease of wiring, that's a 100% Rommel thing.
Yeah.
And he's not got it set up on Hey Siri though, because last year he'd be like, Hey Siri, anchor down, but it's close. But finished weight, he told me around the Titan weight, if not lighter.
Well,
the Titan 12.
110, 120 pounds, somewhere in that range.
I mean, in my Hobie's 136.
Well, yeah, but that's a 14,
Mine's about
right?
250.
It's 12.8.
What are you putting in your kayak, bro? You got weights in there?
Well, it's 138 raw.
I guess. Yeah. All right. You win.
Should drag mine around.
I'm
for
just
a
used to-
little bit.
I'm
No, you shouldn't. You'll have back problems.
I'm just used to putting it on wheels and rolling around down in Florida, so it's like.
Yeah. But no, I think I said it over there. I said it on one of the shows earlier. I think it's going to. People got in the Native because it was affordable,
Right.
and this one's going to be, I think, $2,000 cheaper than the PA14.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 3,800. You got into the Natives for stability and like just that crazy amount of room and the crazy gear storage area, giant hatch. But they were slow and they didn't turn that well and they had steering issues. You had to spend all that money on the steering system. It's a little bit different steering design as far as the rudder assembly. The steering assembly is roughly the same, but I know a lot of their steering problems were taken away with the Slayer Max and stuff like that. So if that comes back, they lighten it up.
Yeah.
And Rommel said with the NK300, it's 6.2 miles an hour. So the Hobie was only 6.4.
All right.
So, and you're doing it with a shorter boat.
Well, yeah. I'm a Hobie.
I have a
guy.
Hobie. Everybody should know. I have a Hobie.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
not down
all three
talking.
of us have Hobies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been in the New Canoe. I've been in the Frontier. I've been in like the Wilderness Recon when it was back in the day. I've been in the Radars, and I don't
Been
think
in all of those.
I don't. I think with the Radar, I think that was literally like one of the fastest boats that I've been in. But
Yeah.
the Hobie is kind of like a tank to me, man. I like the durability. I like the space. I like the little mix of everything you get with it. So to kind of change a kayak and look at something new, you kind of want it to be in that similar concept.
Right.
Oh,
I think this one at least opens the door to considering something else than the Hobie.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and you remember, you remember the Predator back in the day was kind of like
Right.
a different kayak that you could look into as an option, but it just wasn't quite there yet. I think, like you said, this could be that bridge in between, so you don't have to go over the top and head on over to a Hobie, but you
Right.
have that option.
And I think that the EPDL kind of similar situation
yeah.
should play for a lot of the old town guys that are. So it's in the big water.
Yeah.
And that's a very like you either like it or you don't. Like I know a lot of diehard MK Predator guys, which is the big water, and they will love it, and then a lot of the other folks won't.
Yeah.
Just because of that boat is kind of compact, but it's a lightning bolt. That boat's so fast.
So,
Yeah, I was
so out of this show, what do you got that you're kind of like really looking forward to?
I already saw it, the Native.
The Native.
I heard it was coming.
Yeah.
With no detail because there's an NDA, but it was a Titan redo, and I've said it forever. If they ever updated the Titan, I would probably end up back in the Native.
Oh, all right.
Because I sold my Native just because. Well, I told him you the story last night. A guy wanted it way more than I did, and
Right.
he just gave me what I paid or more than I paid for it. And then I ended up on the New Canoe team because I still had New Canoes when I had my Native, but it went from that, and then you got on other boats that you didn't have the steering issues, you didn't have just any problems with, so I didn't ever go back. But it's still like the most comfortable, the most crap you could ever want to take with you. You can fit in that thing comfortably. And it's always had cool little features. And like they added the internal rod storage, the horizontal storage, which is huge for me.
Yeah.
I'd say probably the only thing I don't like about it's the front hatch, because they went with the Slayer Max design where it's a divided compartment. I like a giant front hatch that I could use for rod storage.
It looks like it'd be kind of hard to get into, like, while you're on your kayak. Like,
well, on that one it did, because it had like 2 10-inch graphs on it.
Yeah, the rail with the graphs.
Yeah, that doesn't come standard. So, but no, that was like so far, that's been what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can't think of any tackle or anything that I'd heard it was coming.
You know what? Actually, there's a couple of things that I think accessory-wise, and that's with the Dubro roof.
I was fixing to say, I was like,
this thing right here.
This is awesome.
If you want to do any type of changeover in your knobs, whether it's your kayak, a camera setup, anything like that, change this over to these knobs, because these things are like they tighten down perfect, man. They are great.
Smooth.
Stainless to stainless and very, very tight thread tolerances. For all my mechanical guys out there, y'all will appreciate that. Well, yeah, we just kind of wanted to come and hang out for a second, let you see the rest of the hosts instead of just seeing my ugly face this whole trip.
We're still here.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, we're putting them to work. Don't you worry. We're gonna make them do some stuff, maybe. But
I think we need to have him interview Miss Fisher.
Yeah, I'll probably let you interview Christine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, tomorrow you guys are going to see a lot of other individuals come into the booth. Today is a lot of contracts and negotiation, a lot of like meetups that people have to go do.
Where the real money gets made today.
Yeah. And then tomorrow is a little bit more relaxed. There's not a lot of.
Tomorrow is where the schmoozing starts.
Yeah.
Come here, eat my expensive food we bring, my expensive liquor we bring, get ready for the expensive parties afterwards.
Yeah.
And then Friday's recovery. Tear down and hangover.
I think Saturday is actually recovery.
Yeah, there is no recovery.
But yeah, cool. No, it's gonna be a good rest of the show. So yeah, stick with us. We'll be going in and out. Go back, rewatch, give it a like, give it a share. Tons of products that you're going to see throughout the week. So the more we can get to you guys over the airwaves, the better you'll have an experience, just like we're having an experience.
Yeah, we're trying to let you experience iCast as much as you can here with us. So, which could be good or bad. So,
well, all I got to say is thanks to Dubro for having us here. I mean,
absolutely.
this is turned into something really, really cool, and I think everybody's interested. The boss is pointing at us.
Yeah, he did. So I guess it's time for us to go, but I guess we'll see you soon if he doesn't fire me. So it's hard to fire somebody you haven't hired anyway. So, but thanks for hanging out with us, folks. It's another great episode of us just hanging out. We got stuff on the pipeline. We're doing some stuff with Waypoint. We'll have Christine Fisher come by, tons of other people, a bunch more products. Just stay tuned. It's going to be a fun week. And we'll see y'all then.
Later.
Yeah.